Hello and welcome back to our camel slash Aserai loyalist playthrough in Bannerlord. And yeah, now we're obviously on the banner screen. Now you may think, oh, you're still in character creation? No. You should definitely watch the first episode before you watch this one. But anyway, the point is, I wanted to see whether there was actually a camel icon, because a couple of people said, why didn't you pick a camel icon for your banner? Because obviously, I mean, we're playing with camels almost entirely here. And, well, I thought to myself, yeah, that would actually be a cool idea. But I've actually gone through this list and I do not see any camels. Not unless there is a literal, like, I don't know, stylized version of a camel. I mean, that's not one, obviously. Oh, there we go. There's a camel right there. You see that? It looks very much like a snake, but you could call it a camel if you wanted to. I'm obviously joking. Anyway, the point is, there doesn't seem to be an actual camel, unfortunately. It would have been pretty cool to see one of those, actually. I'm actually quite surprised, to be fair. And I thought, hey, you know what? Maybe that would make sense. But there isn't one, from what I can tell. Not unless it's very stylized and I'm not really knowing which one it is, but I don't see something that has any shape like that. So yeah, anyway, there you go. I just thought I'd show you that because, well, I picked bear because obviously I'm a bear-tilled, my character's bear-tilled, so it makes sense, right? Anyway, we're just gonna go in here and we're just gonna do our thing. I'm actually not entirely sure whether I should start recruiting some noble troops. I'm thinking maybe yes, because the upfront cost is actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that just yet, alright? I'm not going to do that just yet because here's the thing. What I would like to do is ideally just get a caravan. I'd love to get a caravan really, really early on here. If we can get a caravan early on, we're going to be in a fantastic position because it's literally going to be getting us so much cash over time. And as you can see right here, look at what's happening right now. This is absolutely fantastic. Look at this. 2,100 just from selling our standard loot. Nothing amazing here. Bear that in mind. Nothing amazing. And we also have a tournament to join. Oh, there is a spear available here too. If I can achieve victory here, we're going to get a massive, massive upgrade for our own offensive purposes. Hopefully it's actually any good. Oh yeah, it is good. It's got 179 length. That's pretty much what I like. I like a medium length spear rather than the whole yeah, I mean, it depends, obviously. I mean, it depends what you're really using it for, but most of the time I think in general it's pretty good to have something like that because it's usable. It's got good handling and so on and so forth on it, and you're not going to have to worry too much about it being too slow. And look at that, I'm doing some good damage right here. I think I can probably just skip the first round, to be honest, once I have completed, well, once I've, gotten one kill, I think. But I don't really want to do that unless I don't know, unless I die or something. But I think I should be fine to just, continue onward. I think they do share the same system with Warband there. So I could probably get away with it, but I'm not sure if I really want to do that. You know what I mean? It's kind of a bit risky.
Yeah, it's risky, but it's worth it.
And there you go. We actually gained a level upon eliminating that final opponent there. And we now have, oh yeah, we got some thrown weapons. Okay, so this should be pretty easy. We basically, oh, this is a rarity. The AI is actually focusing on themselves. Usually... you know what I'm gonna say. Usually they target me like no one's business, and that's pretty much all they do. But I'm very, very pleased to see that they're actually not this time. Oh, I'm not compensating for his movement. That is a little bit bad of me. Oh, well, never mind. It doesn't really matter too much. It seems like they are indeed just focusing on each other. That's perfect. And now we have the yellow team just by himself. So let's see if I can actually take him down. Or not, as the case may be, but we've done some good damage to his shield, which I think should be good enough. Nice sidestep right there for the overhead. You can actually dodge like that if you are a little bit more nimble on your feet than I am, but yeah, you can actually dodge overheads without blocking, which is a super, super fun thing to do, actually. I've done that a number of times, and I've always thought to myself, yeah, that is so satisfying to see, It's really, really fun to do as well. Anyway, this guy should be pretty easy for us. As you can see, he literally just ignored defense entirely, and his friend is also about to get eliminated too. Boom, there you go. Yeah, I don't know why, but literally being able to target the head specifically and do that additional damage just purely for the fact that you're able to hit a critical point of the opponent, that makes a huge difference. It really does. And I mean, yeah, okay, you know, that's kind of like a duh moment, you know. It's kind of like, well, yeah, of course, you know, of course you want to be able to hit critical, you know, critical parts of the opponent, because that's going to make it a lot easier for you. But sometimes, you know, sometimes you don't have the ability to do that, you know. Sometimes, you know, you're playing other games that don't have the same kind of system in place. And I'm mostly talking about Warband here, obviously, but it's just a completely different combat system, which is something that I've tried to tell people over the years, but you know, people don't seem to. I don't know, people don't seem to get it. But whatever the case, this guy should die if we just hit him once more. Oh no, okay, not once more. There we go. Twice more, in fact, but there you are. There we are. Very, very nice indeed. 1600, and we also got the spear. Now, this is the important part as well as the renown, because the renown is going to get us to the next clan tier, which means that I now have the ability to recruit well and well above, actually, over 25 troops. And that means that I should, theoretically, if we're lucky, I should be able to do the escort caravan mission, and I'm very much looking forward to doing that. I'm going to try and find an engineer to do engineering. I don't think I'm going to do engineering myself. I don't think there is anything here that I really need from a personal perspective, because obviously there are some perks that are just dramatically going to increase your own character's viability. I am actually going to be doing a little bit of, I think I should probably do roguery if I know what's good for me. I should probably do that, but I'm not sure if I should do it right now or not. Because if I do it right now, I don't know whether that's going to be that useful. I guess I could, maybe. We're going to be selling quite a few prisoners as we go forward, so why not? Why not? Let's just have a couple of points in that, or try to get a couple of points in it at the very least. And then we're just going to... Oh, it hasn't updated yet. Yeah, for some reason... I don't know why that happens, but my... look at this. My troop size has not increased. My army size has not increased, which is really weird. This technically should be a lot higher. I should have like 40 or 50 at least by now, I think. Let's just see whether it's updated now. There you go, 48. Yeah. I don't know why it does that. I don't know why it takes so long for it to register. That's a little bit strange, but oh well, never mind. You know, that's how it is. And we now have the ability to get a caravan because we are a part of the Aserai. So what we need to do is we need to find a companion. Yes, I need to find a companion. So let's see if we can find one. Oh, of course. Of course there isn't one, you know. It's exactly the age-old, you know, the age-old saying of, oh, where's a companion when you need one? Usually they're all over the place, and now, as soon as you need one, they're nowhere to be seen. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, what's this? They need help with brigands. That could be a fantastic quest to do, actually, but let's just have a look. Yeah, we could do that one as well. Alright, well, I mean, there's another tournament here, but I don't really... Oh, okay, needs help with brigands too. Okay. That's actually looking pretty decent then. There's no people here. Okay, I'm going to continue searching for a companion.
You'll need a companion.
Alright, so we're fighting some poachers right here. Hopefully I'm not going to get shot in the face and killed instantly. That kind of thing. Oh, happens to me quite often. Should I get knocked down? What a classic. What a classic. I literally thought to myself, oh, this is actually going really, really well initially. Because look at what I did. I actually got 2 kills very, very early on. And I thought to myself, wow, that was... not bad. I actually thought, hey, you know what? That might actually be pretty cool. And then we had that happen. So, yes, very sad indeed, wasn't it? Anyway, we have been able to achieve victory against the poachers, of course. I mean, it wasn't something that I was expecting to lose, but it was definitely something that I thought, hey, you know what, maybe we can get some kills here and have some fun in a battle. But no, they really didn't want us to have fun. So there you go. Anyway, I'm actually on a manual laborer quest at the moment, and I also did a poacher quest just now, obviously, as you can see right there. Just completed that. So there is the manual laborer quest. I only have a few days to complete that remaining, because I have literally just been running around attempting to find as many... Oh yeah, as many desert bandits as I can get my hands on. But as you can see, I haven't been very lucky for some unknown reason. Anyway, we're just going to get the 1400 for that, because there's only 5 days remaining, as I said. And I don't think I'm going to get particularly lucky finding it anywhere else, or finding things anywhere else. So we're just going to recruit a couple more people, and I just about do not have enough cash to be able to get a caravan. And that's the main reason why I've kind of been scrambling around, attempting to try and find as much cash as possible, just so that I can finally get, yeah, a caravan. So technically what I could do is I could sell some of these things, which would probably make sense. But we do have a couple of people that actually joined us. I got this guy for like 300 gold, and I got this guy for 400 or 500 gold. Now, this fellow is going to be our primary caravan person, okay? Because he's obviously fantastic for that. He's got great tactic skill. He's got good riding skill. He's got good leadership, and so on and so forth. He does not have good trade, but that doesn't really matter too much. He is going to level that up over time, or at least I hope so. And we're just going to give him one of these horses and one of these saddles. And apart from that, I'm actually wondering whether this fellow could use... He has 50 in riding skill, and he does have some in polearms, so we might as well give him a horse too. Oh, okay, apparently it doesn't allow you to put a saddle on there first. Alright, well, whatever the case, we are also going to be giving him some... Actually, you know what I could do? Yeah, we're just going to do that. We're just going to do something like this. We're just going to do this, and then this fellow... I don't know whether it really matters what he has, to be honest, because... Yeah, I mean, we're just going to do party upgrade. Boom, they've just equipped a whole bunch of stuff from our inventory, and they've obviously, hopefully, gotten some things upgraded. And I'm actually wondering, why is he not wearing a cloak? It's because we don't have one. Of course we don't. Oh well, never mind, that's absolutely fine. As you can see, there we go. Alright, so we are now good. Now, this is what's really cool about this. We can just go straight on into the marketplace, sell the remaining stuff. Hopefully this is going to be enough. Yeah, 1500, that's perfect. So what we can do now is we can just go and speak to one of these random people and say, I'm going to do a caravan, thank you very much, yes. And this fellow is going to be our caravan leader, and he's just going to go ahead and do that. And I'm just going to wait here for some time. I'm a little bit worried about him actually going out there, because I'm pretty sure he's going to get murdered by some bandits or whatever. And if that does happen, I'm going to be infinitely sad, because that means that we are going to have some massive debt problems. I mean, not the fact that we actually owe money, but the fact that we are now down, 15,000, which is going to be extremely, not 15,000, but 10,000. And it's going to be a big setback. So it's not going to be particularly good, but... Oh, we eliminated Adram himself. Look at that. I'm actually really surprised that he didn't, I don't know, put up more of a fight, I guess. Anyway, I did actually attempt to do, and now this is actually something that you should maybe take note of here. Because generally, I like to tell you absolutely every single thing that happened while I was off screen, even if it means that I look terrible, or, that I'm just bad, generally, sometimes. But yes, what I actually attempted to do was I tried to do a tournament when I was off screen, right? I tried to do a tournament, and I was pitted against one of the best enemy lords that you're going to find in the Aserai, and I basically just lost straight up. I did barely any damage to him, because all he did was he just blocked, and he eventually got me with a slash from the ground. I was on a horse with a polearm, and I was actually thinking to myself, yes, I am going to very easily be able to win this battle, because I will be able to couch lance. And I did actually couch lance his friend, but I just couldn't defeat this guy, and eventually it just became ridiculous. I was trying to get him the entire time, and it literally went to about, like, what was it, 10 minutes or something like that in that one round, and I thought, okay, this is getting a little bit ridiculous, and I just thought, okay, I'm just going to go for it. And then as soon as I, you know, threw a little bit more caution to the wind, well, you can guess what happened. I basically just got murdered. Yeah, so, you know, yeah, that definitely makes a huge difference. There is actually a patch that has just been pushed to the live branch of the game as well. So I'm actually going to be taking a look at the patch notes of that. I'm actually quite intrigued to see what they've actually implemented, because obviously if you have been following my Bannerlord series over the years, then you'll know that I've consistently been kind of a person that likes to talk about the state of the game and what kind of things have been changed that I like and what I don't like so much. And I think it could be pretty cool to take a look at that and see exactly what's going on with it. I have no idea right now, but anyway, +4 experience per day. I'm not going to go for that, I don't think. We're going to go for combat tips, because this gives me +1 to troop tiers when recruiting from the same culture, which is almost entirely what I'm going to do. So that makes the most sense in the world, right? And apart from that, I am probably, we are going to be selling more prisoners. So I'm going to go for another point in roguery. We are not yet going to be doing that, obviously. But, you know, eventually these focus points are going to pay off. I hope. Hopefully. Anyway, I'm actually wondering what we want to do here. I'm thinking we're going to go for some cunning skill right here, because I would like to eventually be relatively decent at scouting and roguery. Scouting is not so much of a big problem for me, but you never know. Maybe it's a good thing to have at some point or another. But yeah, anyway, I'm hoping that we can maybe find some desert bandits to fight. I'd like to actually fight a proper battle. So, oh, hello. Yes, that's absolutely perfect. This is wonderful. Okay, this is exactly the kind of thing I needed when I was doing the manual laborer task. Isn't that always the way? You know, you just literally think to yourself, oh, I'm going to go and try and find some amazingly, you know, valuable bandits. And then, well, you don't, and then the time runs out. And then after the fact, you know, you run into these people, and then you're absolutely fine, and yeah, everything is just so much better. But oh well, never mind, you know, it happens. Anyway, we can do some really nice damage here. Hopefully my camel archers are not going to absolutely fail here. That would be very sad. Oh, nice damage. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, that's wonderful. That is exactly what we need. Look at that. And wonderful head poke. That is what I'm going to call it, a head poke. Yeah, it's like a massage, isn't it? It's like a massage. Yeah, don't worry, enemy person. You are not going to have a problem, because I just head poked you with a very sharp object. Yeah, he's not going to wake up from that, that's for sure. No, but, well, it depends. It depends what his surgeon rolls, you know. He might roll a you know, decent roll on his, you know, casualty saving chance. Or he might not, and in which case, then he definitely won't be waking up. But otherwise, there we go. We are victorious, and my surgeon is actually getting a bunch of kills. I'm really surprised. Usually my surgeon companions don't really do much, so I'm actually quite pleasantly surprised there. Anyway, we're going to get some caravan guards. I actually do need to get some war mounts, but I actually just, you know what I'm doing right now. I'm literally just trying to get as much cash as possible. I'm wondering whether I should join as a mercenary with the Aserai. But me joining as a mercenary is going to make things a little bit uncomfortable for my caravan. So what I'm actually wanting to do right now, I'm going to auto-resolve here. There we go. We basically took no casualties whatsoever. That's perfect. Oh, hello. Wonderful gloves. Yes. Thank you very much for that. Okay, yeah, that is pretty much perfect. Wait a minute. What was that? 10. Yes. Let's go. Let's fight them. Okay, we're just going to auto-resolve against anything 10 and below, I guess. And there we go, we've got 22 prisoners. This is absolutely perfect. And we are not that close to a town, but there is a hideout here with a huge amount of desert bandits, so we know exactly where to come when we want some desert bandit prisoners and so on. Yeah, but otherwise we also have a huge amount of loot as well. And look at this, we've got this. I can actually just tell my surgeon to equip whatever he wants to equip. I can tell myself to equip stuff, and then we can just sell this stuff on, and we're not going to have too many issues with that. Look at that, another 2,000 from it. Very, very nice. We're just going to buy a couple more pieces of grain. I have some leather from the poacher quest, so might as well sell that too. And I'm kind of wondering whether you know what I should really do? I'm going to sell these prisoners because, look at that, 7 in roguery straight away. This is obviously going to give me some bonus loot now as well, even if it is just a very small amount. But it is going to give us some bonuses, so it's not too bad. And then we can hunt down 2 bands of brigands. 2 bands of brigands. That should be very easy indeed. And yeah, there we go. There's one. Super, super simple. Yes, very nice and simple there. And where's the other one? There is going to be another one coming. There it is. And there we have it. There's actually 2 hideouts really, really close by to us right here. And that makes such a huge difference. It really does. And there we go, we actually completed the task super fast, and we can now continue to level these guys up. I do need to find war mounts, and I think I have enough cash to be able to justify doing that. So let's go over here. Needs help with brigands as well. Look at this. This is absolutely insane. So many brigand tasks. And let's actually have a look at... Oh, he only has 1 war mount. That's a bit sad. Oh well, I can't really do much about that. Yeah, I mean, look at that. That's insane. Yeah, I'm not going to be buying one of those, that's for sure. But, yeah, so we're just going to get a couple more of these guys. And I'm actually wondering, do we have enough mounts? Yeah, well, actually, maybe not, maybe not. Okay, yeah, we're going to have to get a couple more. Let's just buy the rest that they have available here. And then we're just going to try and find some more desert bandits. It doesn't seem like they're... Huh. This might be a slightly more difficult task this time around because I'm gonna have to go... here we go. Found them. They are just within range. There we are. Very nice. And these guys are actually... Yes, they were in the quest radius just about. That is wonderful. That is perfect. There we go. And we are getting some really... Oh, look at that. Did I just get lordly... I did. Look at that. Lordly boots. I am getting so lucky right here with these 2 armor pieces almost straight away. Obviously, I won that tournament as well. That gives me this. Gives me some shoulders. And that's really making a huge difference to our protection as well. So I shouldn't die in... Well, I should probably die in 1 hit still, but... you know, it's all helping, you know? It's all helping in some way or another. Anyway, I'm kind of hoping that we'll be able to fight another large... party. I could go into the hideout, but there isn't a quest at the moment that actually provides me with any kind of benefit, so I don't really see the point in doing that. Because that's the thing. Usually what I want to try to do is I want to try to always capitalize on the hideout elimination missions, because if we can get one of those, maybe there's one at Iakis? No, overpriced raw materials. Escort merchant caravan. I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe we'll do that. I'm thinking that sounds like a pretty fun idea. So let's have a look. No. We're going to go for Pathfinder. That sounds great. And then we're going to go for thrust damage with polearms. Yes, thrust damage with polearms. There we go. And yeah, we're going to take the quest. We're going to take the quest. I am a little bit worried about it, to be honest. But yeah, that means that what I should do... Oh no, you barely have anything, eh? Wow. Okay, these guys literally don't have anything at all. This is a little bit worrying, actually. I don't really want to spend this amount of money, but I'm going to sell my loot and try to trade it away. There we go. I'm only paying 8 gold now instead of paying, 1,300 or whatever it was. And we're just going to get these, get the escort merchant caravan quest. I mean, I'm probably going to die, but I mean, let's try it out. Maybe it's going to be good because we'll be able to take a number of people prisoner, and then we're going to gain even more cash, even more roguery skill as a result of it. Let's go for camel archers here. Let's go for elite camel archers. Don't have any more war mounts, unfortunately, so I won't be able to get any more of them. As you can see, almost all of my camel archers have leveled up, which is absolutely fantastic. Let's get another couple of points in roguery. And actually, let's have a look at what I'm getting. I'm getting 2.3% additional battle loot. And now that seems like a super small amount, but if you think about it, over time that is going to add up. And we've only got 9 points in roguery. It's really nothing at all. And I think that's actually not too bad. Okay, so let's follow the caravan. They only have 12 people. Oh dear. Yeah, this is really bad, actually. I have a bad feeling about this, to be honest. I actually feel like we're maybe just gonna fail the task in the maybe the third battle or something like that. It very much depends on how quickly we are able to defend the opponent, but well, should we say defend our allies from the opponent? Yeah, that's a little bit better, isn't it? Anyway, let me see if I can get a lovely headshot here. Nice. Okay, well, we killed him. Okay, wow, that was nice. With just an arm attack? Yeah, well, I mean, I guess it depends on what kind of, you know, what kind of protection they have on that specific body part. But yeah, this is this is actually one of those really nice times where you are kind of thankful you play Bannerlord, because obviously Warband, I love Warband, don't get me wrong, okay? I absolutely love Warband. I think Warband is an absolutely amazing game, and still is, even now. But the horse mechanics in Warband are quite janky, and they are rather frustrating to play with. For example, have you seen how many times I have bumped into something from the front with my horse in this particular battle? I think at least 5 times already. And if you were to do that in Warband, yeah, you're probably going to end up dying in some way, because you're just literally not going to have enough speed to move around and avoid getting hit by projectiles, or avoid the inevitable thing that happens to me the most, couch lances in the back. So yeah, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Anyway, we did actually manage to achieve victory really, really easily, surprisingly enough, and we do get some wonderful prisoners as well. And let's go for some more camel archers here. There we go. Ooh, wonderful loot. Wonderful, wonderful loot. Do we have any... No, we don't have any shields. I was actually kind of hoping we'd have some shields. I'm just going to allow our surgeon just to upgrade his weapon a little bit, and then we're going to move on. Alright, so we actually leveled up in that previous battle, and we are going to be taking Sweeping Wind here. I am not going to be using a ranged weapon yet. I don't know whether I will, because I actually don't have any... I mean, I don't have any focus points in it, not even from character creation, so I'm kind of wondering whether I want to do that or not. Maybe it's going to be good. It very much depends. I don't know yet. Anyway, what we're going to do is I'm going to put yet another focus point in roguery, and we're going to go in versus these raiders here, way ahead of our friends in the caravan. And there's a reason for that. I literally just don't want them to take any more unnecessary damage. And hopefully we're going to be able to achieve victory here. I mean, these fellows are not that damaging. We've got to bear that in mind. They are really not very... I mean, they are dangerous, don't get me wrong, they are dangerous, but they are not very well armored. Their stats are not really going to be fantastic, and you're most likely going to be able to beat them relatively simply. I mean, you can see how much damage I'm actually dealing right here. You know, I literally kill every single one of them in one hit, and that's just because of their armor, you know. That's it. It's just because of their armor that is happening. If these guys had, you know, armor that, I don't know, some of the higher tier, you know, Empire units had or something, then you would be seeing me do, like, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 damage. Maybe, it depends on the speed bonus, of course, but what I'm saying is these guys are literally just going to fall over because they are so fragile with their armaments, and that's it. If these guys had literally, I don't know, do they couch lance actually? I'm kind of wondering whether they couch lance at this point, because it feels to me like they don't. So maybe they don't have anything that can actually couch lance. Whoa, that was a poor miss from my part. Oh well, never mind. I think we are actually going to achieve victory here. I have super speed, so I can technically speed things up however I like. And there's another 6 renown. We're getting some really, really nice renown for this particular fight as well. Actually, you know what? I'm kind of thinking of disbanding a couple of people just so that I can gain more renown per battle. We've got more raiders available here. Okay, that's a bit strange. Not entirely sure why they want to fight again. I guess there's just a bunch of stragglers from the previous one, but there you are. And we did actually get some sumpter horses from that as well. Sumpter horses are going to be quite useful, I suppose. Are we having any kind of herd problem? No. We are not having a herd problem at all. Okay, that's absolutely fine. So let's have a look. Is there any... I don't know how many stops we have. I don't know how many stops we have right now. So I'm just going to put another point into roguery here. And we're literally just going to go in and sell these guys. 3 roguery points. Ouch. That does not seem very much worth it. But I'm gonna commit to it, okay? We're going to commit to the roguery because in the end, it is actually going to be very effective. Trust me, all right? It's going to be fine. It's going to be absolutely fine. We're just going to sell all of that stuff for 3,100. Kind of wondering we can, wondering and hoping actually that we can run into another companion. This fellow is actually heading into Empire territory. This is the reason why I'm actually super... Wait a minute. Oh, that is a bit problematic. Yeah. If you didn't know, the Southern Empire is actually at war against the Aserai, and this means that my caravan is probably going to get attacked by an enemy vassal. And these guys are way too hard for me at the moment. There's no way I'm going to be able to defeat them. Not unless they are already weakened, or maybe their army composition is just terrible, you know. There's always that possibility, but from my perspective right now, it's looking like I will not be able to do much, which I am now infinitely sad about, but, you know, what can I do? What can I do? If there is a vassal and they want to attack my caravan, I'm going to take a look at the situation, of course, but it's going to be unlikely. Like, for example, look at this guy right here. I might actually be able to defeat this fellow. He's got a bunch of Imperial trained archers, though, as you can see. He's got 36 of those fellows. Imperial trained archer. I really, really like the, you know, the encyclopedia in this game. Yeah, these are only tier 3. So, really, in essence, I should be able to defeat them, but it is not a given by any means. Might not work. Anyway, what we actually want to do is tell this guy to be the surgeon here. He's obviously going to be really, really good for us. And yeah, we need to go in against these raiders before they can engage our friends. So let's just go straight on in. I will try to get as many kills in this one as possible, so we're going to be a little bit more aggressive than we have been. And hopefully my own forces will be able to just, you know, chill. And they can not get themselves killed too easily. I've got to be super careful about this as well, because these guys, as I say, they can do some damage. I mean, you know, they can do some damage, and we just need to make sure that we don't actually get killed by them. So, you know, that's the main problem. Let's just be a little bit careful here. I want to try to maximize my speed bonus as well, because that tends to give more skill. At least that's what I've seen so far. Maybe, I don't know. I think that gives more skill when you hit someone for well, more damage. That usually does result in more skill, but I don't know whether that's actually the case. Might not be. Doesn't really matter, I suppose. As long as we can do good damage, that's all that I'm really wanting here. And it seems like the enemy are already running away. I mean, I don't blame them, to be honest. I mean, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you run away from an enemy like this? I mean, yeah. They are... oh, wow, that was absolutely pitiful, wasn't it? Okay, well, yeah, I think we're... I think we're basically about done. These fellows are just going to be retreating, as you can see. And I can just speed up the rest of the fight. And there we have it. We're done. Very cool. All right. Whoa, look at that. 20. What? 20 prisoners? I am super surprised. Okay, yeah, we can just finish off the remaining forces. And there you go. Massive amounts of prisoners right there. And we can get some more camel archers. Look at how many elites I could get right now. I am so... Ooh. I'm itching to get those guys upgraded as soon as possible. Okay, well, let's just hope that we don't get attacked by a vassal. How many more stops do we have to make? This is the last one. Oh, that's fantastic. There you go. We got 2100 for that. We're almost at 25 charm skill, which is also pretty nice. And I'm just gonna... Oh, hello. This is perfect. Absolutely wonderful. I'm gonna ransom the prisoners right here. And we're just gonna literally be... this is my caravan. Yeah, this is my caravan. So I can actually form a caravan right now. And Zemina can be the one to go and do whatever she wants to do. And hopefully she's going to result in us getting even more cash over time. And you can see here that we still have 3,000 with which to pay things if we need to pay stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how things are going so far. If you have any suggestions, by the way, about where you think we should go and what you think we should do, and or what weapons we should use or whatever, then by all means, leave a comment. Obviously, do bear in mind that I am probably going to be veering a little bit more towards thrusting polearms at the moment. But if you have a suggestion about a thrusting polearm that could be potentially usable on foot as well as being used, you know, on horseback, then by all means, give me a suggestion. Or, you know, I could basically just use two. I could just use two different pole arms if I wanted to. I mean, we're not using anything else, as you can see, in any of the other slots. So it might make sense. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.